Hey guys, Airdinger223 coming at you with a video today. So I haven't been making videos. Just been real busy. I was sick over the weekend for a lot of it. But today, despite my horrible I just woke up appearance, I'm going to be doing segment 3 of my Psychology of Yu-Gi-Oh series, and it's basically going to be revolving around a card today, and that card is this lovely Pot of Duality. So for those of you that don't know what Pot of Duality does, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, pick one, add it to your hand. The other 2 get shuffled into your deck. You can only activate one of them a turn, and you can't special summon that turn. So there are some drawbacks to the card, but I think the added consistency of the card that really helps your deck. So if you have them, it's pretty much guaranteed. If you're not running GBs, you should probably run them. Um, but don't go out of your way buying them because they're not a staple in the fact that they're like broken. They're a staple in the fact that they just add consistency to your deck. Um, so what I want to talk about is how you can use this to your advantage and what kind of disadvantages you might have to run into doing it. Most, I mean, clearly it says reveal, so that means you have to show your opponent the cards too. Um, this can work 2 ways. It's bad because your opponent knows what card you got. Obviously, that's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing that your opponent knows what card you got. If you flip a Mirror Force over and you add it to your hand, your opponent's sorry about that. Your opponent's not going to be attacking you anytime soon because they're going to know you get a Mirror Force. If you get a Monster Reborn out of it, they're going to be wary about playing big monsters because you can use that next turn. Um, if you get a Dark Hole, they're not going to summon, obviously. That'd be stupid because they'll run into Dark Hole. Uh, I mean, the biggest issue I see with this card is Mind Crush. Mind Crush will absolutely annihilate this card. No matter what you get, Mind Crush flips, it's gone. Um, but I mean, that's really the only difference. So basically, some ways that you want to use this card. If you flip a big power card like a Torrential or a Mirror Force or something, I would usually 9 out of 10 times pick that card. Not just because I need it at that point, but just because my opponent's knowledge of me having that card forces them to play differently. And when you can force your opponent to play differently than they normally would, you're winning. Um, it might not sound it if your life points are like 1 and your opponents are 8,000, but they're playing differently than the normal play style. You're still winning. Um, that's something that everyone needs to realize. Life points don't mean a damn thing in this game. Like that's how you win usually, but they don't mean a damn thing. People are playing 3 Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment in their decks. Clearly, they don't care about life points because if you use all 3 of those, you're going down to 1,000 life points. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Um, Cards like this and other cards, the cards you get from it are the most important. What you don't want to have happen, and this is something I'm going to say right now. I hate when I get Pot of Duality and I flip a Pot of Duality as one of those 3 cards. I only run 2 in the deck. I only run 2 because I only have 2 of these, but I also only run 2 because I would never run 3 because the last thing I want to do is draw multiple Pot of Duality in one turn. Because that's just not a good idea. Because it basically gives me dead cards that I can't use in my hand, and that makes me very angry. Um, it's the same thing if you draw like Dark Iron Dragon in your open hand. Like? I hate that. I don't know if you guys hate that, but just knowing that I have a card in my hand that I can't use makes me furious. Um, and I love Dark Iron Dragon. It's definitely in my zombie deck, but I hate drawing it opening hand because I know it's going to take a bit for me to get the 3 darks in the graveyard, and then when I could have just flipped to a Pot of Duality a couple turns later and be all set. Um, so this card, like as I said, it's got advantages and disadvantages, but the advantages heavily outweigh the disadvantages. The disadvantages you can't special summon. Well, normally if you're not planning to special summon that turn anyways, you're using this card. Like in my zombies, if I'm not planning to explode with like 4 synchros in one turn, I'm going to use this. If I am, then I'm obviously not going to use it. Heck, I'll probably use it as a discard for some random effect or something. Um, I can't use it for Zombie Master, but I'm sure I could find something. Um, so I mean, just the knowledge that your opponent knows what card you got really helps you as much as it helps the opponent, if not more. If I get a Caius off of this, and then I have a monster, and then I set a Mirror Force, they're gonna be mad if next turn they attack a Mirror Force because they're gonna know that their monster's getting Caiused or their spell traps getting Caius, so they gotta watch out. You gotta prepare for stuff like that. Um, if I get Mizuki with it, and then I summon and then next turn I summon Zombie Master, discard Mizuki to summon Plague, sync him up, get a 6, sync him up again because I remove Mizuki, summon Zombie Master, discard again, summon Plague, get another synchro. I mean, you gotta look at it like that. It like the card adds consistency. It just adds consistency, helps you get to your combo pieces faster, which is very important. Um, before I all right, so that's basically all I have about psychology and Pot of Duality. You can use it to your advantage because it keeps your opponent guessing. If I get a Mirror Force and then set any trap in my hand, as long as I've shuffled my hand before, they're gonna think it's Mirror Force because they just saw it. Or they might not think it's Mirror Force, but it could be Mirror Force. And then what happens when they attack and I flip the Mirror Force? They're gonna be mad, obviously. All right, so that's really all I got to say about Pot of Duality. It's good. Use it if you got it, unless you're playing GBs. A couple of things I want to note. My man Warlike in 36. I'm giving him a shout out right here. He just top forward in the Rockville regional with Relinquished. Big ups to him. Go check out his channel, youtube.com/Warlike in 36. He's subscribed to me, so go. You can find him through the subscriber, or you're probably already subscribed to him because he's awesome. Um, he's got his deck list up. It's really interesting deck list. If I was playing Rituals, I'd definitely give it a try. Um, I gotta ask you. I'm gonna make another video right after this, actually. So stay tuned for that. This has been Psychology Part 3, Pot of Duality, and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes because I'm making another video. So peace, guys.